What is going on, everyone? Little Chichi here, and welcome back to episode 43 of the Runescape Peer series. On today's episode, we are going to talk about some pretty interesting news that just came out, and that is in regards to the recent polls relating to pets. So let's get right into it. Alright, let's get into the juicy poll questions that have been kind of the hot topic around the community recently for a lot of the pet hunters and a lot of those who have kind of spent a lot of hours hunting pets. There's some interesting questions that popped up that I wanted to kind of showcase on this channel and kind of give you my opinion on it because like I said, I do like to pet hunt. As you can see, my entire house is filled with a ton of pets. I think I have a total of 9 pets just walking around, with my 10th one Vedion just following me. So I do enjoy my pet grinds. I have achieved all of the wilderness pets. As you can see, I have some of the cooler ones like Zora, I have Tangaroot, I have a Little Creator. So a lot of a mixture between like minigame bosses as well as wilderness and just general PVMing and skilling. So for me, pet hunting on my account is pretty unique. And not to mention, I am also 1 defense, 60 attack pure. That has grinded a lot of these things out, which, like I said, it's a cool, unique thing to show off to a lot of players that, hey, I know how to PVM, and here's a cool little collection of all my accomplishments thus far with all my little pets. So let's go into the nitty gritty, if you will, being proposed for the players. So poll question number 4, let's go into each individual one very briefly, very quick. Should we automatically insure pets? I am on the fence about this. I personally would say no. At the current question on how it's being asked, should we automatically insure pets, I would say no to this, only because wilderness pets are involved in this, and this is where I kind of have a drop off where I don't really agree. For me, wilderness pets are one of the most interesting achievements on an account. Some of the harder pets within the wilderness to achieve is Vedion and Scorpia. I say that because Vedion has 6 parts you have to kill. You have to kill 2 of its main phases, and then it also spawns 4 total hellhounds that you have to kill as well. So you have to literally kill 6 NPCs just to get 1 KC. And then Scorpio over here, it's all the way in deep wild, like literally 50 plus wild, and you have to kill Scorpia with your supplies, with magic attack based damages, and get the pet, and then run all the way to Edgeville just to have your pet, completely safe from any PKers. So from my perspective, I would say if this question said, should we automatically insure pets that are not wilderness bosses, I would say yes. As long as it's every other pet except the wilderness, I think that the concept of the wilderness should still apply. If you're in the wilderness, you should be prepared to die. And if you die, I mean, you're going to lose your pet. But every other pet in the game, I think, should still work. There's a lot of bosses out there that take a lot, like some of the Dagonoth Kings, 1 in 5,000 drop rate. I definitely think that should be applied to an account. But when I, and actually keep that. But for a wilderness pets, they're only 1 in 2,000. But yeah, any pet that is outside of the wilderness should absolutely be insured. Just to keep the integrity of the players who've already achieved the wilderness pets, I think this question should not be applied. So for poll question number 5, should we make a change that if you would have been followed by a pet, it would not be lost and instead be reclaimed by Probeta for a reclaim fee of 1 million GP. It's stating that if you had no space to hold that pet in your inventory, or if you already had a follower following you, it's basically stating like, hey, we're going to insure your pet just in case that scenario happens. And I'm okay with this. This is just one of Jagex's integrity changes that they're trying to promote to the game, that allows players to not be in fear of, hey, I don't want to have a pet following me because I don't want to lose a pet if I accidentally roll it and I don't have any inventory space or something's following me. I just want to make sure I always have it. So for me personally, I would definitely agree to poll question number 5. I think it's a really good integrity change for the game. For For poll question number 6, this is kind of an interesting one. If question 4 passes, which is talking about the automatically insuring of pets, should we allow players to reclaim any pet that they've already unlocked on their collection log from Pro Beta for the usual reclaim fee of 1 million GP? So this is basically stating that if at any time you've ever unlocked a pet on your account and it's been noted on your collection log, should you be allowed to reclaim that pet, current state? This is one that I'm kind of teetering with. I've been in the situation where on my main account, I did get the Chaos Elemental pet at 3KC. Literally, I got the Chaos Elemental pet at 3KC. I accidentally lost it. My account went to free to play. I died in a free to play world. And when I came back into my members world, I realized that the Chaos Elemental pet wasn't following me and I lost it. So I've been on the flip side where I've had to re-grind a pet hundreds more KC just to get it again. And to be quite honest, ever since that one experience, I was so careful about taking my pet and not insuring it. The second that I get, as you guys see in every single one of my videos, the first thing that I do after getting one of my pets, I immediately insure it. And that was just something that I learned from my first experience. For my personal opinion, I think that this would be okay. Again, I'm a little ambivalent with it because I'm kind of someone that has experienced that once before. I know what it feels like having to regrind a pet for hours and hours and hours and hours, and it kind of consumes you because you want to get that pet back that you once had. But I think to avoid that situation and having this poll question passed, I think this would be a really good integrity change for a lot of players who have gotten those pets but lost it a long time ago. So for me personally, I don't like it, but at least for the integrity of the game, for future players and current player base, I think that this will be a good integrity change for the game. So for poll question number 7, if question number 4 passes, which again talks about the automatically insuring of pets, should a player's previously paid pet insurance count towards a coffer from Pro Beta to be used for the purposes of reclaiming unlocked pets? This is an interesting one. I think this is just to not make sure that a lot of the player base is upset that they spent a lot of money reclaiming their pets in the past. I can tell you from a lot of my videos that I've filmed within the wilderness, I'll take my pets out and I've lost a few of them and I had to pay the 1 million reclaim fee. I think in one of my videos I spent 20 mil for the amount of times I died PKing in the wild with the Runette Rocks. If you guys want to see that, please make sure to click the video. Yeah, for me, I think that this question is a no-brainer. But yeah, I think in summation, when we talk about pets, it's kind of a sensitive topic, especially something that's near and dear to my heart, as pet hunting is kind of the focus of my channel and my series. But like I said, as long as we don't really mess with the wilderness pets, that's just something that I really want to just kind of stay away from. I'm okay with a lot of the updates passing, just as long as we make that delineation between the two. But yeah, but if there was a poll question that you agreed or disagreed, please let me know in the comment section. I'll make sure to give it a read and maybe give my feedback on some of your thoughts. But yeah, I'm happy that I was able to share my kind of my thoughts and opinions on the recent poll questions relating to pets. And yeah, and if you're interested in watching some content that's revolved around this, please make sure to head over to my channel. I have tons of videos. I think I have over 40 episodes, some really good content revolving around this very subject. Like I said, I have 10 total pets and I'm still working on more. And I'm also a 1 defense pure 81 combat account that is trying to work my way to achieving every single pet possible on my account, one by one, bit by bit. But yeah, that just about concludes today's episode. And of course, I'll catch you guys on the next one.